That's a rough one. Why you put me on the spot like that? To this day, the same person I wanted to sing at my wedding.
There's so many people doing so many things that make me feel so many different ways about R&B. There's a lot.
Now one song stays, one song goes. Fantasia's When I See You versus Keyshia Cole's Love.
Keyshia gotta go. I'm gonna rock with Fantasia. I'm gonna kick my heels off and I'm gonna rock with Fantasia every single time. When I see you. Fantasia.
Oh, Keyshia Cole's out of there. Fantasia, I followed her whole career on American Idol.
When I see you, when I see you, ooh.
I swear, men love that song just a little different.
Love by Keyshia Cole. She stays. Just because it's such a vibe and I like that, just the melody in her voice, you know.
I'm sorry, Keyshia Cole, you gotta go. I love me some Fantasia.
Love has to stay. It's making me believe I'll get love someday.
I gotta believe it's for me.
I must say Keyshia Cole just because I know that one.
I'm going the opposite. Who does not hear that song and feel that song? You be singing that song with your whole chest.
When I See You, gotta stay. That's a banger. That's top 10 probably.
Love by Keyshia Cole staying. Fantasia gotta go. I'm sorry. I just love me some Keyshia Cole, so it's just a ride or die right there.
Love Keyshia Cole. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Fantasia When I See You. Because everybody understands that. Like literally, when I see you, I get these butterflies, I get these feelings, so I don't know how to act. I don't know what to do or where to go.
Love Keyshia Cole. It stays, obviously. Gotta say, yep. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorites, actually.
One playlist stays, one playlist goes. The baby making playlist versus the breakup playlist.
Breakup, stay. Baby making gotta go because, hey, I'm young, 26. The babies, they can wait.
Give me 3 songs on that breakup playlist.
What's that song? I break the windows out your car, yeah. And then we got Bow Wow, Ain't Think About You, featuring Chris Brown. And then we got To the Left, Beyonce.
Irreplaceable, baby.
Baby making, of course. Heartbreak, come on now.
Give me 2 songs off that baby making playlist.
On My Way by Tony Hall, and Anytime I Need Place, Janet Jackson.
Baby making playlist. I don't know, something to that beat. It just hits. I'm not even into it, but the beat for sure.
Give me 2 songs off that playlist.
Lovers and Friends, and then I can't think of any other.
I'm married, but that breakup playlist hits different.
It does.
It hits different.
What 2 songs have to be on that playlist?
Bust Your Windows Out Your Car. And then I like Best Thing by Ayan. Is that her, how you say her name? Have you heard that?
No, I haven't.
You have to listen to it.
The sex playlist, we got a little freaky deaky with it.
Give me 2 songs that'll get it a little freaky deaky.
Trey Songz, Slow Motion. That's really it for me. Dang, I'm simple. I'm basic.
I think a breakup, you're in such a deep place. And so like those songs carry you through.
I have to go with the breakup too, because even when you, like you're saying, when you think back and you can be like, damn, I remember when I felt like that. And I'm so glad I'm healed and don't now.
Give me 2 songs off that breakup playlist.
I'm going down, going back to Mary.
Nobody's supposed to be here. That's it, yeah.
I'm going Heartbreak. Heartbreak stays.
Give me 2 songs off that breakup playlist.
I'll do Goodbye by Chris Brown. I'll say goodbye. I would do Usher. I'll do Usher. I don't really think Usher when I think breakup. I think more Making Love with Usher.
But Confessions?
Confessions is a good one. I felt more Confessions is more like I made a mistake type thing. But we could do Confessions.
The breakup playlist has to stay because when you get your heart broke, you know, it hit different compared to that baby making. Baby making, it can just go.
Give me 2 songs off that breakup playlist.
Oh, Usher with his Confessions.
Okay.
And Burn. Burn.
Okay.
Baby making. Genuine, Pony. Probably something from Drew Hill or Jodeci. That'd be in there deep.
Oh, the baby making stays. Breakup can go. Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On. Yeah, Panty Dropper would definitely be the one. Yeah, it's the one.
Now, what's your go-to karaoke song?
Oh, anything Usher is gonna be my go-to song, but it's probably gonna be either You Don't Have to Call or My Way. You don't have to call. It's okay, girl, cause I'ma be alright tonight. Go-to karaoke was Halo by Beyonce. I can see your halo, halo. Come on.
Yeah, I just had to make you sing it.
Just Fine by Mary is good at the karaoke. Just fine, 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 fine. Ooh.
Over by Drake. I know way too many people here right now that I didn't know last year. Who the f are y'all? I swear it feels like the last few nights we've been everywhere in bed, but I just can't remember it all.
Irreplaceable. Beyonce again. That was always to the left, everything in my box. Oh my gosh. I'm so nervous. It's okay. So Into You by Tamia. I really like what I see, really like what I be. I'm so into you. Yeah.
Usher Burn. Deep down, you know it's best what's up with you. Hate the thought of being with someone else, but you know that it's over. That's that jam.
Oh, I got him to next. I got him to sing it.
Valerie by Amy Winehouse. Oh, why don't you come on over, Valerie? Yeah.
I would have to say NBA Youngboy, This That.
Read the mic. Read the room. Read the room.
Confessions by Usher. These are my confessions. Just when I thought I said all I could say, my chick on the side said she got one on the way.
I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston. I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody.
Who would you say is the queen of R&B?
That's a rough one. Why you put me on the spot like that? Growing up, I was on Keyshia Cole. I would say she's a queen just because she was super independent. She spoke about her love life up front when she could have been behind the scene with it.
She's probably more neo-soul than R&B though, but I'm gonna go with Erykah Badu. But after that, it's probably gonna go with Ari Lennox because I love both of them.
I feel like the typical answer would be Mary J. I love Mary. She's not at the top of my list. I was gonna go and pull out like Anita Baker or somebody from back then, because Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston.
Right now I'm thinking SZA, Summer Walker. Matter of fact, Jasmine Sullivan.
Beyonce, for sure. Yeah, she was my heart and soul as a kid.
I love Toni Braxton. I love me some Toni Braxton.
It has to be Miss Chloe Bailey. I just feel like I'm vibing. It is a hot take, especially after that single with Chris Brown. She's not like the queen undisputedly, but to my heart she is.
I'm gonna go with Mary because she's captured so many different genres and she's stayed legit through it all.
I'm gonna have to go the same, yes, because she's still current. She's old and new.
I'll definitely say Aaliyah. For me, just for me, my preference is Aaliyah.
I say Mary J. Blige.
I'm going to stick with Jasmine.
No doubt about it. She can sing. If I see her singing something, I was going to say Whitney just to hold it down for the old school. But as far as, Jasmine, we can do that.
Mary J. Blige. First and only name that came was like, if you don't say Mary.
Your wedding is tomorrow. Who do you have singing at your wedding?
Okay, so y'all, I'm probably gonna get clowned for this, but forever, and to this day, the same person I wanted to sing at my wedding is Musiq Soulchild. I want music.
Cancel for that. That's a great.
I don't know. There's probably a bunch more artists that people would think of, but Musiq Soulchild is my guy.
It's your wedding, of course. Why would anybody be mad at that?
Usher or Tyrese? Usher, to be exact. Usher. Locked in.
I would probably have Alex Isley. She would be singing at my wedding. Maybe her with even like Lucky Day. And have Masego playing the sax in the back. Like, we'll just bring them all out.
Gotta go Beyonce. Gotta go to Queen Bee.
No budget in that wedding. No budget, honey. Anything you want.
Kehlani. I love Kehlani. Yeah. She's going all out. She's my best friend. Her, Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys, I feel like we'd be best friends. Some Leon Thomas. You know what I mean? Something to soothe my soul.
That's a good answer. Let me find out.
Ella May, because she has one of my current favorites. Yeah, I think that would be it for me.
I can do Lucky Day. He's got that sultry, sexy new vibe, so I would definitely do that.
Jamie Foxx.
No thought.
Jamie Foxx to me is the greatest singer besides R. Kelly and Michael Jackson.
Who do I got singing at my wedding? It's WV.
Tank for me.
Jodeci.
Both went a little old school flavor.
If she was still alive, Whitney Houston. I'm a hardcore Whitney Houston fan. My daughter knows that. It would be Whitney.
Trey Songz comes to mind, but I don't know why, because I haven't listened to him in a long time, but I feel like he set the right energy.
Who would be your dream collaboration? Any two R&B artists together?
So, number one, I would go with Miguel. We're both Scorpios. I just love his music. And then The Weeknd. I'm a Weeknd fan.
I would tap into that.
I would like to hear how Alex Isley would sound with like a Luther Vandross. I feel like that would be real soothing.
I'd say Mario and probably SZA. I feel like they'd go good together too. I mean, if we could raise someone from the dead, Whitney Houston and some Leon Thomas, I want to hear those two together.
Wow, we took it. We took it back and forth. We took it back. Okay.
Chris Brown and Summer Walker for me for a good R&B slow jam. I want all the school Chris Brown too. I'm talking about Goodbye.
I say Usher and maybe it's WV.
Ooh, I'd be into that.
I would have to say Coco Jones and Jasmine Sullivan, just because of the bass.
I would do a Fantasia, Jasmine Sullivan.
Fantasia and Jasmine Sullivan, it's gonna slap, but it's gonna be loud.
It's actually a local artist. His name is Nello, and Sir. Their vocal tones, I feel like, would be so perfect together.
What R&B album would you want to experience as if it was the first time that you're listening to it?
It would have to be a John Legend with the Green Light album. John Legend definitely was my first ever concert that I ever been to with my mother. It was probably the best experience I had.
Just Listen by Music Soul Child, his first album.
The Coco Jones EP, What I Wish I Told You, or something like that? Something like that.
Bogo the New SZA album. That one was such a banger, and I know everybody's hyping that up, but they had a reason to. That was so good.
Probably some Fantasia. Probably one of her first albums after she won American Idol.
I don't know if this really counts as R&B, but The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I want to be there when she drops it, when it's just fresh.
One of Erykah Badu's albums. Yeah, something in that area.
When Jamie Foxx came out, yes, that I could listen to the whole thing, not a single skip. That one.
Usher's Confession is #1 to me. If that came out today, I probably wouldn't be here.
I'm wearing that hoe out.
Bryson Tiller. That trap soul, yes, over and over and over.
Listen, I still can't catch the dome, but that is an album.
Lauryn Hill. Yeah, The Miseducation.
TGT. I think they only have one album. I'm not sure, but I feel like it's so underrated too. Not a lot of people know about it, but fire trio, yeah.
New school R&B versus old school R&B. Which way are we going?
It depends on where we start new school at. If we start new school after the 2000s, I'm gonna have to go old school. But it's some early 2000s R&B that would, get my pick. So
what's the biggest difference between those two schools of R&B for you?
Before the 2000s, people was really in love. After the 2000s, people weren't really in love no more. It was situationships,
Old school. Mostly because my grandmother put me on. My grandmother put me on Luther Vandross, Teddy Pendergrass, Aretha Franklin, all that good stuff. So I feel like old school is more of that feeling, that era where we really get to know each other. The new school, it's more, sexual. I like it.
I was born in 1980, so we going old school. They really knew how to sing back then. They sang a song, and it really meant something and went to your soul.
I'm so fly hard, old school R&B all day, every day.
What's the biggest difference between those two schools for you?
Old school, they really speak from the soul. It's all about the emotion, the love, everything. New school, it's sex, drugs. It's everything you hear every now and then, but the old school, it hit different.
Look, he tearing up just thinking about it. That's great.
It's just cold outside.
Old school all the way, yeah.
You look a little young. What you know about old school?
Oh my gosh, that's all my family grew me up on, rolling down the street in the Impala.
Old school R&B. Old school has heart.
I'm gonna say old school.
Old school every time. They were talking about stuff you could feel that. Now they don't be talking about shit.
Definitely old school. Because this new school, they don't know nothing about that classic R&B. They don't know nothing.
I love Usher so much, I'm biased. So I love me an old school, smooth, sexy voice that don't change when you're live or whatever. So to me, that's what I love the most. Old school too. Because of my mom. I grew up on that. That's what I was listening to as a baby.
Old school all the way. That's what I grew up on. That's the foundation,
Oh, it's always old school. Always old school. It's just so classic, and they don't make lyrics. I'm a lyrics fan, so they don't make lyrics like they used to.
Who are some new school R&B artists that you still really enjoy?
All right, I can't front. I like the new school R&B, but all the ones I like, they all toxic. So I'm a Brent Faiyaz, Division. Black, he not as toxic. Lucky Day, Giveon. So those are all my guys. I fool with all of them.
I got my boy Division. I just went to his concert here. Then we also got The Weeknd. He's a little more pop R&B, but
I do love her. I love Ella Mai, Ari Lennox, Jasmine Sullivan. I am a huge fan of Alex Isley. I love Alex Isley.
Ooh, Coco Jones. You heard ICU?
Has me up against the wall, sweetheart.
I'm listening to Doechii a little bit more. Yeah, now she hitting. And I'm touching a little more Summer Walker. Not gonna lie, it's hitting.
Giveon for sure, and I love SZA. And is Jessie Reyes R&B? I love her too. She's a goddess.
Does Chris Brown count? No, he's not new, but I will always say him because that's my baby. SZA, I like Summer Walker. Yeah, those are my two on my top playlist actually.
Chloe Bailey for sure. Coco Jones is doing her thing with ICU. I said, come on, Miss Girl. Summer Walker is in the jam as well. Victoria Monette. There's so many black women just killing the game right now.
I would say right now I'm rocking with SZA. I love her whole image and how she's just upgrading and growing through her experience.
Ella Mai, she's still pretty new. I like her a lot.
Brent is a very toxic individual, and I kind of like it. I'll have to say Givion's doing his thing as well. I love Jacquees's music. I'll be bumping Jacquees a lot.
Let's see, like Eric Bellinger, Tusi, Queen Naija.
Jasmine Sullivan. Absolutely Jasmine Sullivan. Janae Aiko. She's amazing. Coco Jones. Brent Fayez. There's so many people doing so many things that make me feel so many different ways about R&B. There's a lot.
I really mess with Thames really heavily. Jessie Reyes, but I don't know if she qualifies as R&B, but that's probably about it. I stick pretty heavy to the old school.